It was a rainy Thursday evening, and Emma sat at her desk, staring at her open chemistry textbook. The periodic table seemed to blur before her eyes, the symbols and numbers merging into an incomprehensible puzzle. Her heart sank as the weight of the upcoming GCSE chemistry exam pressed down on her chest. She had always been a diligent student, but no matter how hard she tried, chemistry felt like a foreign language she couldn't quite grasp. Emma's mum, Sarah, peeked into her room. She could see the frustration written all over Emma's face. Sarah had always been the rock in Emma's life, but tonight she felt helpless. She knew how much this exam meant to Emma, and how much Emma doubted herself. "Hey, love," Sarah said softly, walking in with 2 mugs of hot chocolate. "How's it going?" Emma sighed, her voice trembling. "Not great, Mum. I don't get it. Why does chemistry have to be so hard? I feel like I'll never be ready for this exam." Sarah set the mugs down and pulled up a chair beside Emma. "You know," she began, "when I was your age, I struggled with chemistry too. I thought I'd never understand it. But then something clicked for me. I realized that chemistry isn't just about memorizing formulas or equations. It's about understanding how the world works. Every reaction, every element, every molecule. They're all part of a story." "A story?" Emma asked, raising an eyebrow. "Yes," Sarah said with a smile. "Take the periodic table, for example. It's not just a chart. It's like a map of the universe. Each element has its own personality, its own role to play. Sodium and chlorine. They're like 2 opposites that come together to create something amazing. Table salt. Chemistry is full of stories like that." Emma's curiosity sparked. "I never thought about it that way." Sarah nodded. "And you don't have to do it all at once. Let's break it down step by step. What's one thing you're stuck on?" Emma hesitated, then pointed to a section on chemical bonding. "Covalent bonds. I don't get why they share electrons." Sarah grabbed a piece of paper and started drawing. "Imagine you and your best friend both want to hold on to a balloon, but there's only one. Instead of fighting over it, you decide to share it. That's what atoms do in a covalent bond. They share electrons so they can both be happy." Emma's eyes lit up. "That actually makes sense." They spent the rest of the evening working through the material together, one concept at a time. Sarah didn't have all the answers, but she knew how to ask the right questions and help Emma find her way. Slowly but surely, the fog began to lift, and Emma started to see chemistry not as an enemy, but as a challenge she could conquer. On the night before the exam, Emma sat at her desk again, but this time she felt a sense of calm. She flipped through her notes, confident in the stories she had learned. When she walked into the exam hall the next day, she carried with her not just knowledge, but a newfound belief in herself. Weeks later, when the results arrived, Emma tore open the envelope with shaking hands. Her eyes filled with tears as she saw the grade, an A. She ran to find Sarah, who was waiting anxiously in the kitchen. "I did it, Mum," Emma cried, holding up the letter. "I actually did it." Sarah pulled her into a tight hug. "I never doubted you for a second, love." That night, as they celebrated with a special dinner, Emma looked at her mum and said, "Thank you for believing in me, and for teaching me that chemistry isn't just about exams. It's about seeing the beauty in the world,